All right, today we are going to be talking about theme. This is station one. What I need from you is to make sure that you have your notes out. They're located in the Unit 3 resources folder. Okay, you may pause this video at any time to make sure that you're writing down your notes. We are going to go section by section. We're going to be talking about theme, and the definition of theme, which should be in your first box, is a text structure that is an idea or topic that repeats or is prevalent within a literary work. Okay, so we're talking about the big idea of a text. Usually there are hints throughout the text to tell us what the big idea is. So go ahead and write that down. I'm going to continue, but you can pause if you need to. Some examples of theme that we see constantly within stories, movies, what have you, are these. The importance of friendship. Treat others the way you want to be treated. This happens a lot in children's books. Practice makes perfect. This is super popular within sport books. Perseverance brings success. Money and greed. That's a common theme, especially in adult literature. You're going to see that quite a bit, talking about money and greediness. And the people closest to you hurt you the most. Those are often, breakup books or books where, there's a friendship that's very, someone says something mean within a friendship. So those are some examples for you. So here is a common text that we see. It's called The Tortoise and the Hare. I'm sure you've heard of it. Basically what happens is the tortoise and the hare decide to race and have a race. Obviously the tortoise is slower than the hare. So when the hare takes off running, the hare becomes so far ahead of the tortoise, who's still trying to slowly run the race. The hare decides to take a nap. And what happens is the tortoise actually catches up with the hare and actually ends up winning the race. Now, I want you to think, what is the theme of that? What is the big idea that we are learning? What is the lesson? There may be many, by the way. A lot of times there are sub-themes within books, so there are a couple of different ones that we could predict. I want you to think, what is the theme of that? Okay, well, here is an example of how you would write about the theme. So this is somebody's writing about what the theme of Tortoise and the Hare is. The theme of the Tortoise and the Hare is that going slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise, while slow, is constantly working towards the goal of winning the race. The hare, however, becomes so confident that he will win that he decides to sleep. The tortoise, who worked hard and continuously, won, while the hare, who rushed and then stopped because he underestimated the tortoise, lost. The author was conveying to the audience that going slow and steady and taking your time with things is more beneficial to you than rushing to get things done. Notice how in this text the author states what they think the theme is and why. So they explain it by saying, okay, the theme is that slow and steady wins the race. The author demonstrates this by writing about the tortoise consistently going on and keeping and pushing through, while the hare fell asleep and just thought that he was going to win just by, being the hare. Well, in reality, that's not what happened. So the story itself is conveying that theme to us. Notice how the author of this text explained that, okay? And I don't know about you, but this person kind of seems pretty consistent about how much they know. They kind of seem like an expert from this text. They know a lot about the story. So go ahead in your boxes. The first box is going to be the definition. The second box, examples. You can write some of these down. And the third box is going to be this. Why do we use it? Well, when we identify the theme, we understand the author's purpose for writing. Notice how in this slide right here, the author says the author was conveying to the audience that going slow and steady and taking your time with things is more beneficial to you. That is what the author of The Tortoise and the Hare wanted us to know, but the author of this text was writing about it. So that's why we identify the theme, is because we want to understand the author's purpose. We also learn a message that we ourselves can usually relate to. I think a lot of us can relate to, taking our time and knowing that our work is probably better when we take our time. This is something I could definitely relate to. And then we understand a deeper meaning of the story beyond just the plot line. Yeah, the tortoise won the race and the hare didn't. But what is the deeper meaning? Why did that happen, right? We know that the plot line was he fell asleep, he lost, he kept going, he won. But what is that conveying? What is the deeper meaning behind that? Okay, that's why we use it. So go ahead and write these reasons down in your third box over there by theme. And then once you're done with this, you can continue with working on the other slides and the other notes if you have not finished them. Or you can just sit tight and wait, because I imagine you're probably almost ready to switch. Remember, this is a 15-minute long session, and then you're moving on to the next one. Thanks for watching.